Massive Attack. I've just been playing on radio. Massive Attack, Unfinished Sympathy. When it was released, because I have it on 12-inch, I have it on 12-inch single and on the album, but the single is Massive. Unfinished Sympathy by Massive, or Massive Unfinished Sympathy. Because it was released during the Gulf War of 1991. And while there's a war on, there's certain things you can't, the broadcasters don't like broadcasting, and that's why it was called, they called them Massive. They omitted the attack part, because while there's a war on, we don't want to be saying attack on the radio, so, you know, there you go. But, yeah, very interesting. In other news, following a guy in the United States, I forget his company's name. Anyway, a chap called Mike Glover. What a guy! But he's got like an ongoing. I think it's just like a news update video puts out every now and then. And his latest one that I've seen, he mentions the Silicon Valley Bank collapse and all the peculiarness of that, all the queerness going on in that. He doesn't use that word, but because in the United States, I think the banks collapsed, tough shit. But here in the UK part of the bank has been bought by HSBC. Very good. Yeah. Good for HSBC, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just banking. We've totally fucked up and gone, but oh no, don't worry, we'll buy you out. Amazing. As I have said in previous videos, if my current employer could operate in that way, they'd lose their minds. They'd go crazy. Crazy. Running up all manner of... I'm speculating. I've not spoken to my employer about this subject, so I'm just speculating. But I suspect they'd be over the moon were they to run their company into bankruptcy through, well, incompetence as far as it appears, and then get bailed out by government. Oh, that's money, eh? Brilliant. Yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, another thing that Mr. Glover draws attention to is a United States drone has been brought down because of, I forget exactly how they put it, irresponsible and unprofessional behaviour by Russian fighter pilots. The West, I'll say the West, because us Brits, the armed forces of His Majesty the King, are supporting the Ukrainians, let alone the Americans. Yeah, okay, the Americans have ploughed more money into it than... How much money? Plenty. I think it's running at 100 billion at the moment. 100 billion. In a year. 100 billion in a year of fiscal, financial support. I'm sure that's spread across. It's not just dollar bills flying into, it's hardware, training, advising. So, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not just going to say, oh, the Americans. Yeah, there's a whole manner of people sticking their oar into that quagmire. So anyway, well, an American drone has been brought down by these Russian fighter planes. And you know, it's been peddled as irresponsible, and even Mr. Glover's like, what? To to quote Mr. Glover, what? That's another thing I need to adopt. What? Splendid. Just concise. Anyway, even Mr. Glover says, this is an American drone. That's almost, I believe he looks into his reading, whatever source he's reading from, and it's a Reaper drone, I think it says. For sure, you know, they do have a, what's the word, an offensive capability. I'm pretty sure, you know, they can carry weapons, missiles and such, bombs and what have you. But almost certainly being used to gather intelligence at the very least. In a wars, you know, Russian fighters have intercepted it or flying near it. Well, I don't think the Russian fighters are flying in American airspace. I'll go that far. They won't be flying in American airspace. I'm quite sure. You know, I'll leave it open to it could well have been in international airspace. But yeah. You're flying in internationally. You're at the border. You're on your side of the border, and you're looking into somebody else's country. Yeah, that's as old as the hills. That shit. And the Russians aren't taking kindly to it, and they brought it down. Indeed, Mr. Glover, he says, surprised they didn't just shoot it out of the air. How about that? Collided with the drone in an irresponsible... What are you doing? What are you doing with drones? Collecting intelligence to assist our enemies. We're shooting it down. How about that? Whether it's looking into our territory. There you go. But no, they're irresponsible. Like I say, yeah,